Today, we're talking about 5 simple diet changes that can make a big difference for your kidneys. These are practical, doable tips backed by research and years of experience with real patients. I'm not here to sell you magic powders or quick fixes. I'm here to help you take real steps toward better kidney health starting today. Hey, believe food is powerful. What you put on your plate today doesn't just affect how you feel now, it can shape the health of your kidneys, your heart, and your whole body tomorrow. Now, before we jump in, let's be clear. There is no miracle cure for kidney disease. No super drink, no one-size-fits-all solution. But what you do every day, especially what you eat, can protect your kidneys over time. It's the small, consistent changes that add up. I see my patients for 15 minutes a few times a year. That's not enough to transform your health. What really matters is what happens in between: your habits, your choices, your daily routines. That's where the magic happens. And that's why we're here. Also, just a quick reminder, eating well isn't just about losing weight. It's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to protect the organs working quietly behind the scenes. And when your kidneys feel better, you feel better too. Let's dive in. Let's start with number 1. Cook more, eat out less. I know it sounds obvious, but for many people it's one of the hardest habits to change. Life is busy, takeout is convenient, but here's the truth. When you cook at home, you're in control. You decide how much salt goes in, how much fat, how much sugar. And that control is key when it comes to protecting your kidneys. At restaurants, processed foods are often loaded with sodium and unhealthy fats. Even meals that look healthy on the surface can have hidden ingredients that quietly chip away at your kidney function over time. But when you cook at home, you can build meals that actually support your health instead of hurting it. And don't worry, you don't need to become a chef overnight. Start small. Try cooking 1 or 2 more meals at home each week. That alone can make a real impact. I had a patient once who did exactly that. They cut down on takeout, started cooking a few meals at home, and within weeks their lab results started improving. It really works. If you need ideas to get started, check out my cookbook or head to my website. I've got tons of kidney-friendly recipes there. And remember, cooking at home isn't just about food, it's about empowerment. It's about saying, I'm taking charge of my health. Let's move on to number 2. Choose water more often. Now, I get it. Everyone's heard that water is good for you. But hearing it and actually making it a daily habit, those are 2 very different things. Here's what the science says. Sugar-sweetened beverages, like sodas, energy drinks, and even fruit punches are associated with a higher risk of chronic kidney disease. They put extra strain on your kidneys, not to mention what they do to your blood sugar, your weight, and your heart health. Even diet sodas, they're not totally off the hook either. One study found that people who drank more than 7 diet sodas a week had a higher risk of developing kidney disease. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean diet sodas cause kidney damage, but it's something worth paying attention to. So, what should you drink instead? Water? It's simple, it's powerful, and it's exactly what your kidneys need. And I'm not saying you need to drown yourself in gallons of water a day. Just make water your go-to when you're thirsty. Keep a bottle nearby. If you don't like the taste of plain water, flavor it naturally with slices of lemon, cucumber, or orange. Other good choices. Black coffee, unsweetened tea. Just skip the sugary syrups and flavored creamers. So right now, take a second and ask yourself, what's one small change you can make today to drink more water and fewer sugary drinks? Write it down. Commit to it. Your kidneys will thank you for it. Number 3. Cut back on animal protein. Let's talk protein, because right now, high-protein diets are everywhere. Keto, paleo, carnivore, you name it. And while protein is important, too much of the wrong kind can put real stress on your kidneys, especially if you already have reduced kidney function or risk factors like diabetes or high blood pressure. Here's the deal. Diets heavy in red meat or processed meats like bacon, sausage, or deli meats have been linked to faster progression of kidney disease. They're also often high in sodium and saturated fat, which isn't great for your heart or blood vessels either. So how can you make smarter protein choices? First, cut down the portion size. You don't need a 12-ounce steak. A portion of animal protein should be about the size of your palm. Second, choose leaner options like chicken or fish instead of red or processed meats. Third, bring in more plant-based protein. Lentils, beans, tofu, and edamame, quinoa. These are excellent sources of protein that are easier on your kidneys and packed with fiber, antioxidants, and other nutrients. And remember, protein needs aren't one-size-fits-all. If you have diabetes, wounds, or are on medications like Ozempic or GLP-1 South, your needs may differ. That's why it's best to work with a registered dietitian who understands kidney health and can personalize your plan. Bottom line, don't fall for the more protein. Number 4. Refresh your spices and your vinegars. This one might surprise you, but it's one of the easiest ways to make kidney-friendly food exciting. Spices and vinegars can totally transform your meals and, the best part, they add flavor without piling on salt, sugar, or fat. Start by looking through your spice cabinet. If you find jars you haven't used in years, toss them. Old spices lose their flavor and often just take up space. Replace them with fresh, bold blends, things like smoked paprika, turmeric, cumin, coriander, or even no-salt herb mixes. But here's the trick. Read your labels. Some no-salt spice blends actually use potassium chloride, which can be harmful for people with chronic kidney disease. If you're not sure what's safe, ask your dietitian. And don't stop at spices. Vinegars are another game changer. A splash of red wine vinegar, balsamic, apple cider, or rice vinegar can brighten up a dish without any added sodium. Vinegar brings acidity and depth, which helps you crave salt less. I like to keep a variety on hand for different flavors. Right now, I'm loving falafel and shawarma seasonings from my favorite local spot. They're full of warm, rich spices that bring veggies and lean proteins to life. So the next time you're cooking at home, ditch the salt shaker and grab a new spice or vinegar. Your kidneys and your taste buds will thank you. Number 5. Change your buds. Yes, your taste buds. This might be the most powerful change of all, because it rewires how you experience food. When you consistently eat foods that are lower in sodium, sugar, and unhealthy fats, especially saturated fat, your taste buds begin to adjust. And this is science, not just opinion. At first, lower salt or lower sugar foods might taste bland, but give it a couple of weeks, and something amazing happens. Your palate resets. Suddenly those salty chips you used to crave tastes way too salty. That sugary drink tastes like syrup, and those natural flavors in whole foods, they start to shine. This is how long-term change happens, not by willpower alone, but by changing what your body actually prefers. So how do you help that process along? Use fresh herbs, spices, citrus zest, and vinegars to make food taste vibrant without relying on salt or sugar. Try different textures, cooking techniques, and global flavors. The more variety you give your mouth, the less it'll miss the processed stuff. And remember, this isn't just about taste, it's about your kidneys, your blood pressure, your heart, your liver. The more whole, real food you eat, the more you help every system in your body function better. That's it. 5 simple changes you can make starting today. And remember, your health is a journey. It doesn't come down to one meal, one day, or one test result. It's about the small choices you make every single day that add up over time. These 5 changes: cooking more, drinking more water, cutting back on animal protein, refreshing your spices, and retraining your taste buds. They're not extreme, they're not trendy, and they're not hard to understand. But they are powerful. If you take just one step today, you're already moving in the right direction. Your kidneys, your heart, your whole body will thank you. So take care of yourself, take care of your plate, and let food be part of your healing, not your harm. Thanks again for watching. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video.